was sparked to create a video here on prayer, and I must provide a disclaimer, which is that I'm not religious. I know that many Christian people find my channel because my first name and my channel name are Christian. And for that, I want to provide some insight as to what I have come to know in myself, mind you, as to what prayer is and how to pray. So, prayer, as we can probably most of all agree, is that it is a direct communion with God. And we need not get into elaborate discussions as to what God is or all these ideas, right? But we may have a sense, we have a knowing, deep understanding for what this word points to in our own experience. And in that, we need not take other people's words for it. And I'm not inviting you to take my word for it either. I'm just here to share what's on my heart, and if that lands somewhere in you, good. Take it and see where it takes you. If it doesn't, well, I was happy to see you here. And so, to get back on track, many people I have found pray in such a way that they voice their concerns or desires, that they speak either verbally or internally, whatever's on their heart or mind at a particular time. And this is indeed one form of prayer, but granted, it is not a very efficient form of prayer, and although it can invoke true prayer, if you will, by way of sort of entraining the mind through these powerful, intuitive words that just want to surface and bubble up, that can indeed still the mind down. Which in itself is not the point of prayer. The point is not to still anything. And so, although this quieting down can happen, and in this quieting process, we discover openness. We discover receptivity. But it is very important to be aware that openness and receptivity are our most natural state. It is not a byproduct of a still mind. So there's no need to try to quieten down the mind or to use various mantras or affirmations or reading out prayers, if you will. No. They serve the very purpose of entraining the mind, of quieting the mind down, of leaving you in a space of open receptivity. And for that, they're good tools. But why? Why would we put a tool between ourselves and God? Because in true prayer, there is no distinction. There is no distinction between God and you. And I know it sounds blasphemous to some religious people to say that God is you, or that you are God. I know the former sentence may be more accepted to say that God is what you are, rather than you are God. But in essence, they're the same. And so in true prayer, if we can even give it a name, we find ourselves continually not in contemplation, not in conversation, but simply in open receptivity, our natural state. And this openness and this receptivity is really just the extension of our own being, the extension of the presence of God, of awareness itself. And so, by the very fact of you being aware, there is openness to receive all experience. And when you are open to discover, to see what is here, what is available, and rather than having this penetrative energy, this outward focused energy where your energy is sort of narrowed in or fixated towards a goal. Because that is really the mindset with which many people pray. It is oriented towards something in particular. And that is a masculine energy. But in order to receive God, in order to be a vessel for this most divine principle, to enter into you, to inspire you. Inspiration, of course, meaning the breath of God entering into you. In order to be a vessel for that, you need to be the feminine polarity to the masculine polarity of God, so that God's penetrative, can't even speak the word, penetrative, that's a tongue twister for me, but you know what I mean, right? In order for God's force to penetrate your being, you need to be open and receptive. You need to be in the feminine polarity. That has nothing to do with being feminine or masculine, no. It simply means that you inhabit this openness, that you are available, because you know what it means to bring something out, to speak your mind. It means that you're in the masculine energy. You are penetrating God. Of course, God is all there is. So by way of you shooting or sending out your energy into this divine space of creation, you are informing God from this human point of view. And that is very arrogant when speaking from a limited human point of view. Of course, if we are speaking from the wisdom that there is no distinction between God and what we intrinsically are, then we can speak from this informed place. We can speak from a place of love. A place of kind-hearted, deeply felt compassion and joy. And from this place you feel from this place your prayers are already answered. From this place, all that you could ever wish for is already fulfilled. Because at the end of any desire are three things, which can really be boiled down to one thing, but we find peace, love, and happiness. That is at the end of every single search, of every single desire. And these three qualities are all innate to what we call God. And in this form of prayer, if you will, in this openness, there is peace, love, and happiness. So what more could you ever want? What could you ever speak into existence that you desire when you know that you already have it? Yeshua said, ask and you shall receive. The irony being that prior to even asking, you already have in this energy of reception. I think that is all I have to share for now on my interpretation of prayer. Take it, leave it, do as you will. This is simply the sharings on my heart in this moment. So, I love you so much. Take care, please.